And welcome to the next video about the secret weapon in native publisher training. In this in this training, we'll be talking about Anstrex, a tool which is a kind of secret weapon. Like it's about more about researching or competition in terms of push notification and native advertising, and what is already a best performing content for them, and how many days they have run. In terms of understanding the niche, in terms of understanding how they are actually which of their content is actually performing, and why Anstrex is because we will actually be thinking about like it's better to do what is already performing for competition, rather than we trying to reinvent a wheel in terms of understanding our own content, and we trying to think too much, and also which doesn't really make a lot of sense for us. So in this training, we'll be talking about what is Anstrex, why Anstrex, and how to filter and find the best content, and how to use the tool to the best way, right? So this is the tool that I'm talking about. Anstrex. So their primary is they can show you in terms of push notification and native advertising, which is already performing for a competition in terms of what the data you filter, and like in terms of their pricing. They offer both push and native, which is $124 a month. Because we'll be talking more about native advertising, we are going to take only native advertising as a option here, and we'll be talking more about that. So when I log into the tool of Anstrex, and this is how my dashboard looks like, and obviously you have multiple options in terms of filtering based on ad networks, countries, platform, language, the category, the many other options, and then you can also filter based on total number of days an ad is running versus Alexa rank, ad strength, and gravity. So the difference between ad strength and gravity is ad strength is on a collective total number of days how an ad is performed, and gravity is how an ad performed in the recent days, which was launched recently. So the more of help about Anstrex is already available in Anstrex help section. You can go and you can basically understand more about, and they also offer training. So in terms of how, entire tutorial videos in terms of how to get started, what are the basic researches, and they give all the tutorial videos here, which you can obviously look and understand more. So now what I have done is I have actually filtered by ad network tabula. So here it lists a lot of ad networks, and I have listed based on my language as an option, which is English. I would want to talk more about English here, but yeah, obviously if you want to know in your local vernacular languages which is performing, you can also choose that. So once you choose that, what happens is Anstrex throws up a lot of ads that has been available. So here you see the name of the ad network and also the countries that they have been running, and on the side it will also show you whether it has been running only in desktop or also in mobile, and on the top section it will also show when was the ad first seen and last seen. Okay. Now as and when I filtered, I can understand a lot of things. So based like talking about a niche, niche is more you can choose any niche where the content is going to be really interesting and user can engage. So we prefer to go more on health, wellness, beauty, fashion, many other categories, and actually Anstrex also offers here a lot of categories where you can actually see which is I could see that. There are a lot of ads on arts, business, computers, and then health, multiple other categories. So let's say now, out of which, how to do an in-depth research. Let's say, for example, one of the content. Her house always smells amazing. Try her unique trick. Okay. Yeah, this title is actually interesting for me. Let me click on it and get more details. Now, what happens is when you click on the ad, you will be getting a lot of options on the top, synopsis, statistics, and if they are using any other creative, and what other landing pages that they are driving traffic to, and apart from uh, Taboola as ad network, what are all the other ad networks that they are using, devices, so you can understand more. And what you can do is, according to Google's policy, you can take an idea of topic from other sites, but you cannot copy content exactly same to same, right? So now, for me to understand which content is already forming for my competition, I would like to take some idea. So I'm now trying to see how page looks like and what they are actually trying to promote. Are they a publisher or any other e-commerce store, or they have their own products that they are trying to promote, right? That gives a lot of idea for me in terms of whether I can replicate or not. So once I open this page, I can see that on the first folder, I have this Google Publisher ad, and I can also see another ad running. I also see a sticky ad which is running. Right, this which means that they are doing more of arbitrage, very similar to us, right? Mhm. And I can see that they are also a Taboola publisher, right? I can see many other things that they have also paginated. Mhm. So let me try and understand. I mean, this woman house smells amazing. Okay, so looks like they are giving out. So this content actually may perform for me, right? This is one way of actually trying to understand what our organization is running the content. Now let's go to the other features what they are actually trying to show. So I can also see that count and rank of it. And creatives, let me see creatives, if they're using any other creatives for the ad. Looks like they're using a lot of other creatives. See, now the title would be same, but the creatives are actually different. So, and I can also see the gravity and the ad strength to be higher, and both running on mobile and desktop. They are running in multiple countries. So, which ideally now, let's say that, I mean, you are actually interested in this creative. What you can do is you can click on that, and you can actually, Anstrex gives an option also to reverse image search on Google and Bing and Tiny Eye. So what I could also do is I can also right click, save the image, and edit a little bit what I want to. So this gives me a lot of insights. And what could be the other landing pages, what are the other pages that they are driving traffic to. Mhm. So this is not showing up. I can also see which of the publisher who are driving a lot of traffic for them. I could see more of Taboola publishers driving more of traffic for them. And let me also look at any other ad networks that these guys are using. So looks like 100% is more about Taboola. So they are driving traffic from the Taboola. And let me look into devices. So I can see that mobile holds 56% and desktop about 43%. So this is one way to understand how the content has performed. And you can also go about researching more of content, right? You can actually understand like any other content which you find interesting. uh, you can research more. Let's say, for example, what were they thinking, right? Let me just see this. I could see that the Alexa rank is pretty nice. And let me just go to the site. What is the product that they are trying to promote? And are they just a publisher? And looks like, like they are also a publisher. Google, I could see in Google here. I could see a Google here, and they have paginated. There are about 35, right? I could see also next button here. And yes, so this is one which is actually spectacular failures, 35 notorious product flops. So it's like also a good content for me to take and replicate. And let me just see what are the different ad networks that are using. I could see 93% of the traffic is from Outbrain, so they are more of Outbrain advertiser. And Taboola, I can still see 6% of traffic that they drive from Taboola. So looks like this will work for them. And let's see creatives. I could see a lot of creatives which they are actually creatives are pretty good in this site. So that gives a lot of idea in terms of the content. So you can research more and you can also get to know the countries that they are running. So this tool is basically like a research weapon for us to understand the top performing content, try and get the idea and try to replicate it. So look for competition who are very similar to us, who are also publisher and who are driving traffic. You can also look for who has paginated more and that actually get in line with what we are trying to do. And as long as the an ad has number of days running for an ad is huge, it makes sense, because only when it is profitable, I mean, they're going to spend more money and they're going to drive traffic for a longer period of time. And also I would suggest that you go ahead and look at all the tutorial videos of Anstrex to get the more out of it. And this is it for the secret weapon as in training. uh, Let's talk in the next video about how to automate the content. Thank you.